I have a few quick announcements and details about our ceremony that is about to unfold. So in a few moments, our graduates will be taking the field. Our program is going to get underway. Before we begin, I want to review guidelines for us to observe as we celebrate our graduates. First, I ask at this time that you please silence your cell phones. Noisemakers, balloons, or any other item that cause a distraction for observers are prohibited. I ask that you remain seated during the ceremony as not to block the view for others, particularly during the distribution of diplomas. We have professional photography on the field that will be able to capture a great picture for you that will be made available free of charge. And at the end of our ceremony, please remain seated until our graduates have left the field. And you're all invited to join me and our graduates over at the reception. And finally, most importantly, let's just enjoy this time together. So I look forward to celebrating with you. Let's get ready to celebrate the commencement ceremony for the class of 2023. Welcome, Scriber community, to this special event. To begin our ceremony, please rise, if you are able, for a special playing of our national anthem by Scriber Lake Senior graduate Michael Hart. Thank you, Michael. To honor this ceremony, I'd like to introduce Scriber Lake Senior Rigby Burrell, who will lead us in a land acknowledgement.
Hello. We gratefully acknowledge the Native peoples on whose ancestral homelands we gather, as well as the diverse and vibrant Native communities who make their home here today, the people of the Duwamish, Skokomish, Snohomish, Snoqualmie, Suquamish, and other Coast Salish tribes.
Thank you, Rigby. You may be seated. Students, families, staff, Scriber Lake community, welcome to this special occasion. As your principal, it is an honor to be with you all today as we celebrate the class of 2023 and honor their efforts that have brought us here to celebrate their graduation. Students, I think I speak for all of your teachers and staff when I say that this moment, being here with you right now today, fills us with great pride and joy. Congratulations on this accomplishment. We love you. I'd like to start our ceremony by welcoming everyone here to this event. I believe in the truth that we are all connected, and as such, this event, while specifically honoring our seniors, is also a recognition of the contributions and support of this whole community. So let's give some welcoming thanks to our guests. First, celebrating with us tonight, we have district leaders, School Board President Nancy Kadams, School Board Director Karen Chase, Superintendent Dr. Rebecca Miner, and Assistant Superintendent Greg Schwab. Let's give them a round of applause. Next, let's welcome our staff. To the teachers and staff members of Scriber Lake, your hard work, devotion, and care for our students is incredible and beyond measure. Thank you for being here and for all you do. Tonight simply would not have happened without you. Welcome. The guardians, parents, grandparents, relatives, close friends, family members, and all the mentors here, thank you for all you've done to support these incredible students. We appreciate all you do and are so happy that you are here with us tonight. Welcome. And now let's welcome our most important guests tonight, the Scriber Lake graduating class of 2023. And to start things off and to say some words to the class of 2023 is our school board president, Nancy Kadams.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to all you graduates, family and friends, your incredible principal, Mr. Piper, the amazing staff that has helped you to get to this day. And we want to also say a thank you and good evening to Dr. Miner and Assistant Superintendent Schwab and my board colleague, Karen Chase, who are all here to say congratulations. I'm speaking tonight on behalf of the entire school board in honor of this momentous occasion. Tonight is your night to celebrate. It's your night to reflect. It's your night to dream. You've already proved how special you are. By choosing Scriber Lake High School, you've demonstrated the importance of being yourself. You've chosen the path less taken. You've chosen the path that meets your needs. Last night at our school board meeting, one of the Scriber Lake parents came to tell us that her son, for who this is the first year he's been at Scriber Lake, that this is the best school year he's ever had. Being at Scriber Lake is letting him be true to himself. I wish I could know each of you personally. Some of you are published authors, and I've had the pleasure to read your published stories, which tell a powerful narrative of what makes all of you so special, and for which everyone here tonight is so proud of you. I've gotten to know some of you from your accomplishments as film critics, reading about your achievements in the local media. I've gotten to know some of you from chatting with you at your school this year. I've gotten to know some of you from watching you do science labs in your class, and you're telling me about what you were learning. What I know most, though, about all of you is that you are resilient. You persevere in overcoming challenges. You engage in self-discovery and ongoing introspection to better understand yourself, and you have caring and empathy for others. And most of all, you're willing to follow and embrace the road less traveled because you are true to yourself. As you write the next chapter of your life, just remember to continue to stay true to yourself. You will continue to find the path that suits you, making decisions when there are forks in the road, and withstanding whatever ups and downs you might find along the way. As you move along your path, just always remember to stay truthful to yourself. On behalf of the entire school board, we wish you a hearty congratulations and wish you the very best as you continue through your amazing life journey. Thank you.
Graduates, I'd like to start by thanking you for letting me be your principal. I believe, along with our staff, that we are fortunate to work at the best high school in the state of Washington. And we know that what makes our school so special is the people, most importantly, you, our students. It's been an honor getting to know you, and I'm so very proud of you. I'm proud of your accomplishments. I'm proud of your ability to get back up when knocked down. I'm proud of your strength to overcome, your courage, your empathy. I'm proud of your ability to seek support when you need it. I'm proud of how you strive to make the world a better place. I'm proud of your willingness to grow and love. I'm proud because you, this class of 2023, have continued to demonstrate traits that this world desperately needs and will greatly benefit from. I know we're always asking you to think about your future, but today I want all of us in this moment to think about ours. The honest truth is you are growing up and entering into a world that is not fair, a world where there is injustice, oppression, and complex problems that will require difficult, novel solutions. You know this about our world. Most likely you know this truth far better than I or any of us old people can tell you. But you are also entering a world that can be full of love, a world that can have understanding, a world where there can be justice, kindness, love, and truth. So as we think about our futures, your future, my future, our children's futures, what do we see? I'll tell you what I see. I see hope. I see that hope because of you. You were strong, brilliant, resilient. In short, you are just what our world needs. I hope you are proud of yourselves just as much as we are of you. I hope you also take time in this moment and in these coming days to give yourself permission to enjoy this accomplishment, to celebrate with loved ones, and just take some time for you. You deserve all this. So in closing, I have a little tradition I like to do with students when milestones like this are reached. There's a poem that was once read to me by a teacher in a moment much like our moment here today. After having it read to me later in life, I made it my practice as a teacher to read it to my classes at the end of every school year. Now, as your principal, I'd like to share it with you upon your graduation. My hope is that one day you will remember this poem or the spirit of the words and pass them along to the ones you love in the life that is your journey. This poem is by a famous Persian 13th century poet Rumi, and I deeply believe in these words for you. So here we go. Class of 2023. You were born with potential. You were born with goodness and trust. You were born with ideals and dreams. You were born with greatness. You were born with wings. You were not meant for crawling, so don't. You have wings. Learn to use them and fly. Class of 2023, we are so proud of you and excited for your future. So at this time, I get to introduce several graduates who have been selected as our class speakers. Will you please join me in welcoming Catherine Carr, Alyssa Farias, Mona Knight, JP Payne, and Wisteria Ray to the podium.
Does anyone have something heavy?
Hello. Friends, family, and the people who we are all here to celebrate, the graduates. My name is Catherine Carr, but most people in my life know me as Katie. I've been at Scriber Lake since February of 2021, or my sophomore year. I chose to go to Scriber due to its familiarity. Scriber has given me a chance to be honest with how I feel. Being able to share my emotions with staff, knowing I would never be judged. The staff, my best friends, my family, and my cat were all there for me when I couldn't keep myself afloat. I have lots of fond memories at Scriber Lake, such as hiding under Peter's desk to scare him, or flying down the hallway in a desk chair pretending I'm in a race car, and my personal favorite, putting mustard packets in random spots. I've always been a hands-on person. This last year, I've been at Snow Isle Tech for their welding program. People often ask me what my favorite thing is to weld, to which I reply, metal. Because to me, welding is so much more than fusing metal together. It's the possibility to make art. It's the peace among the chaos that is life. Welding and making sculptures out of foreign materials is what I hope to do with my future. Next year, I will be attending Everett Community College just for that, welding and art. My favorite piece that I've made so far was at the beginning of the year. It was quite simple. Cut out a 3x3-inch piece of steel, drill a hole through the top that I could feed a ribbon through, weld the word hi on one side and bye on the other. Then I sat and sanded the metal until it was smooth and shiny. I gave that to Brian Lundquist. Yes, it was simple, but it meant a whole lot to me. There's something I've been saying to myself over the last few years. Whenever I come to a challenge, whether it's in school, work, or my personal life, when I think the odds of failing or not being able to follow through with something are high, I simply say to myself, I think I can, I know I can. And I say it over and over again until I believe myself. I don't think I would have gotten to this point in my life without this phrase. I've said it before tests, interviews, or when I'm just having a rough day and I'm struggling to get out of bed. I encourage all of you guys to give it a try. It works if you let it. Now that we are being released into the real world, I wanted to give my fellow graduates a bit of advice when it comes to accomplishing your dreams. I heard this from a man who I only met briefly, Rick. He told me, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the senior graduation. My name is Julie Payne, but in school I go by JP. I would like to start off by saying that growing up, I was a troubled kid going from one school to the next, well, up until high school. I was at Melick Terrace before transferring to Scriber, which I found out about from my mom. I had heard good things about it too. I only transferred here because my grades were poor and the fact this was a small school. Anyways, when I first went through the transition of transferring, I was terrified and scared, not knowing what lies ahead of me. But after a couple of months of going to the school, I realized Scriber isn't scary. It's kind, gentle, helpful, and loving. Scriber is the first school to accept me as a troubled kid. Even though I kept to myself for 3 years, they never treated me differently. This school has changed my life forever. Now, I want to thank some very special people. I want to thank Karis for helping me with food bags, new shoes, and just getting stuff I needed when money got tight. I also want to thank Dana for being there for me during the good and the bad times. Thank you, Nicole, for our nice conversations, both short and long. I love talking with you. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Donna, for keeping our school maintained. And lastly, I want to thank Sandy, Brian, Debbie, Christina, Kanoe, Isabel, Rachel Ramsey, Rachel Ann, Chris, Lindsay, Brett, Sandra, Coley, Nate, Allison, Christopher Collins, and Walt, and Chris Kratz. Now, before I leave, I want to say that this school has saved me. It gave me a second chance to live life to the fullest, because without this school, I would not be here right now, and I would not have grown into the person I have become today. I will always and forever remember this school as my safe place and the amazing people within it as my second family. Thank you all so much for coming on this very special day.
Oh boy. Give me 1 second, please. All right. Hello, Scriber Lake class of 2023 friends and families. And hi, Ruben. My name is Mona Knight, and without this school, I probably would be, well, I don't know, probably somewhere not good. This is my first time actually graduating. I've never got one of those elementary or middle school graduations. I've never succeeded in school, but because of Scriber, I'm obviously standing here now. Just a year late, but that's okay. But look, I'm finally doing it. I'm finally doing it for me. I'm so cool. My goal for my future is to work on being an esthetician at Evergreen Beauty College, and I'm going to make so much money and have a giant house and probably 30 dogs and a couple of cats. I want to thank a couple of my teachers. I would thank all of you right here, right now, but that would take way too long. So I'm going to start off with Coley Armstrong. Keep doing those fist bumps with everyone. I actually looked forward to those every morning, and thank you for treating me so nicely. We all know you have a heart somewhere in there. Mike Carey, your laugh is so silly. Thank you for always being a goofball and never being super hard on me. Thank you for letting me work when I wanted to. Sammy, you are seriously so funny. I love you so much. Please keep being yourself. I really love you. Where are you? Oh, hi. Brian Lundquist, I have too much to say to you. I'll talk to you later, but in all seriousness, thank you so much. You are amazing. Anyways, I love all of you guys, all the Scribers, like one big family. That's why I love it here. I hope you guys miss me too. But I will just definitely miss everyone. I have a few tips for the next class. Take breaks, ask questions, and don't be afraid. And attendance is so important. Please go to school. Also, if you need mental health, like help, don't be afraid of Brian. He's nice. All right, thank you.
Hello. My name is Alyssa Farias, and I've been a student at Scriber Lake High School for the past 2.5 years. I'm going to use this time as a formal apology to all of my teachers whose classes were my nap time. When I came to Scriber, I was just angry at everything all the time. I thought I knew everything Scriber had to offer from my older brothers, Gustavo and Alejandro. I didn't. I was completely ready to isolate myself and graduate. Margie Bowker wouldn't let that pass. After months of her English class, I finally let myself lighten up through writing. Nothing filled me with more pride than seeing her little notes alongside my paragraphs. I owe a lot of my personal growth to her, and I'm very glad I no longer consider myself an angry person. The past school year has filled me with confidence and given me the mindset that I can be whatever I want to be. Christopher and Lynn have been my two rocks while going through FAFSA and applying for colleges and grants, just constantly giving me the reassurance whenever I needed. Lynn always let me know that I was going to make it and I would do great things. And Christopher helped me with the technical aspects. FAFSA was definitely a process with him, but I made it through and I couldn't do it without them. This wouldn't be a real speech if I didn't involve my family. I won't name off all 30 in the crowd right now, but I will name off some special ones. My mother, who was always right next to me at the dining table helping me with paperwork. My dad, who was always the first to give me a hug or tell me congratulations when I told him about awards or scholarships I got. My brothers, who were proud of me from afar. My best friend, Kelsey Beatty, who was the only reason I showed up to school 80% of the time. The lady who inspired me to actually give me a speech, my grandma, who was always asking questions about school and wanting to be involved. I wouldn't have been able to do it without any of these people. And to the fellow class of 2023, Scribers taught us it's okay to be ourselves. And I don't want any of us to lose that in the quote unquote real world.
Okay, I am going to do this without crying. Good evening, everyone. My name is Wisteria Ray, and I'm so excited to be graduating. I had many ideas for this speech, from talking about my favorite teachers to a metaphor about how my awful parking space, which I parked in every day for 2 years, got the holes filled in this year. Or perhaps I'll talk about how I never got bullied at Scriber. This was the first school where that's never happened. But instead, I decided to share a poem about my sister. My younger sister Marley reminds me so much of me when I was her age. I wrote it when she turned 13 as a message of hope. Over time, I grew to apply it to all my younger siblings, Willow, Derek, Quinn, and even Michael. Today, I hope my fellow graduates and the peers who I hope to follow in our footsteps take some meaning in it. Without further ado, this is my poem, Onward. You'll have to trudge through this next part on your own. You'll go through the waters of the bog, the fog drifting in and out, obscuring me from your view. But know, child, that my arms are outstretched. The hot coals lay across your path, too much to jump over, too wide to walk around. The first step will hurt. I won't pretend the others won't hurt as well, but look carefully at the coals and see the path I made just a few years earlier. When you lay down on the bed of nails, child, feel my presence. I am right next to you. If I could help you through these years, if I thought I could stop the monsters from coming for you, I would, and I have tried. But remember that I have survived them, and I will continue to survive them. You will survive them. Think of the day we celebrate our birthdays, sitting side by side. We will cheer for each other. We will embrace. We will laugh. But that day is not here yet, so focus up, eyes up, shoulders back, and begin the journey. Thank you.
Each year, the graduating class of Scriber selects a staff member to speak at graduation. It is now my pleasure to introduce our faculty representative, the wonderful Sammy Marr.
Okay, hey, all right. So according to my mom, on my last day of high school in Georgia in 1985, the parents had to sign the seniors out, and I hadn't remembered that. I did remember my graduation dress, a scoop neck, floor-length, egg yolk yellow something my mom created. I remembered that my beloved grandfather drove down in his maroon caddy, but getting signed out on that last day, I don't remember that. But my mom clearly remembers because as she was signing the registration book, a single tear slid down her cheek and plopped on the paper, surprising her and smearing the ink. The secretary on the other side of the counter cooed, "Oh, honey, bless your heart. Let me fetch you a tissue." But of course, I didn't realize my mom was crying. I was too busy figuring out what to write in Jeff Henson's yearbook. Mom's memory, though, inspired me to look for your memories of Scriber. So I've spent the last few weeks floating around campus capturing them. To a person, everyone said lovely things. Well, except for one of y'all who said, I miss being able to get away with stuff like at my old high school. Other comments ranged from, I found people who were my people, and I was just about to drop out of school for good, but my mom said, will you please just try Scriber? Now I feel like I have a team here. One of you said, I wasn't planning on staying. I was planning on switching back to Linwood, but the people I met here were so meaningful, I couldn't go back to Linwood. When I asked why, what was different about Scriber, I encountered a lot of shrugs. Grace is hard to pin down. One student said, Kanoe helped me slowly open up. And another said, at my old school, I used to only stay to myself, but I got here and I realized I was safe. I was in a class for my first 2 weeks and I finally said something, and Gabby turned to me and said, you talk? A wise student who probably should write poetry said, homeroom at Scriber isn't even called homeroom. It's called family. You never feel alone here. I emailed with one parent who wrote, the very existence of Scriber has saved my daughter's future, repaired a lot of damage done previously to her well-being, and possibly saved her life. My gratitude towards the program, staff, and curriculum runs deeper than any words can express. But some of the first impressions of Scriber were disappointing. One student said, at first I was psyched that there were no stairs, but then I found out there were these stairs. Another student said, I thought it was so run down when I first got here. But it turns out that buildings don't matter, because then he said, but the teachers here are genuinely nicer. And maybe they're a little quirky too. Nate was in his long hair phase when I got here, one student said. And he was always showing us pictures of his dog and explaining that she needs lavender essential oils because of her anxiety. Sorry. But no, for real, this student continued. He showed me how to get along with a kid I had problems with. Another student said it was fun playing with the teachers in the teacher-student basketball game, but we needed better refs. Y'all had decidedly mixed reviews about mini courses. One student said, I had to go to the chiropractor after the sewing mini course. That was Mona. Another student marveled, I got to use a nail gun. We built a house. It was cold and raining the whole time. It even hailed twice. I did not like that part, but I got to keep a hickory-handled hammer because I worked so hard. One student reminisced about the Don't Die Out There mini course. It was winter and it was freezing, and we got 3 people in a 1-person tent. It smelled like feet. Another student beamed when they recalled their cooking mini course. I got to teach the class how to make my mom's peanut butter cookies. InStep, for those of y'all who don't know, is a program that requires weeks of strenuous hiking and camping in all conditions. I personally couldn't do it because I don't think my electric blanket cord would stretch that far. But it sounds like it's a life-changing experience. One student said, there were switchback trails that were super steep. Chris didn't tell us the honest truth about how hard it would be. Another student gave me some leave your money on the table advice. Hey, don't ever sit down with your backpack on. You'll never be able to get up. And imagine my joy when one student said, there's no cell reception most of the time, but you don't even want it. I was curious how you'd grown during your years at Scriber. Besides the academics, one student said, I learned a lot of geometry. I was struck by your insistence that you had grown spiritually. One young man said, when I look at other people now, I think more about what it's like to be them. And as I was listening to another student, I could almost construct a country western song in my head as she said, I've learned to tread with kindness. You don't know why people came here. A girl with shy eyes said, I used to feel stuck. Now I feel like I can do anything. Now it's just picking what I want to do. A lot of you will miss Scriber. One of you said, after SLHS, I'll be crying. But most of you are eager to move on. Your plans for the future range from the imaginative, like, I'm going to get into game development, writing books, and making art, to the practical. I've got a scholarship to Everett Community College. One student said, I've got a job in welding lined up, and I'm going to be a self-sufficient young lady. I was impressed by the work ethic one student showed when they said, I'm going to work 2 jobs this summer and save money and go to community college in the fall. Another student is going to be a mechanic at Carter Subaru, a job he got from an internship that Christopher set up. Teaching is hard, not during the year. The year is rewarding and lovely. But when the necessary separation happens, teachers truly grieve. We understand intellectually that students must move on, and we know that more great students will come next year, but we've fallen a little in love. We've fallen in love with these wonderful, light, growing people, and year after year, we get our hearts a little broken. Keep doing wonderful things. Stay on your happy paths. And as you launch yourselves up and up, know that we are all still here collectively holding you in our hearts. Congratulations, y'all.
The students at Scriber Lake High School work very hard and often have to overcome some very significant obstacles during their diplomas. Each one of these graduates has earned the opportunity to continue their education beyond high school to create the future of their dreams. I'm happy now to be able to introduce our college and career readiness specialist, Christopher Collins, who will lead us through the scholarship portion of our program this evening.
Good evening, parents, students, members of the school board, and our greater community. Again, my name is Christopher Collins. My role at Scriber is the Career and College Specialist. It is an honor and privilege to work with the students of Scriber Lake High School. Over this year, many of our students have worked tremendously hard to accomplish their hopes and their dreams. I get to play a small role in that success, and I'm forever grateful. Now I'd like to welcome our first presenter of the evening, Mr. Kirk Mathis from the Edmonds Foundation for Schools. He will be awarding 3 scholarships to our students.
How y'all doing? The foundation is pleased to award more than $250,000 in scholarships to 80 graduating seniors this year. The students receiving these awards tonight are incredibly deserving, and we're excited to see where the future takes them. The first scholarship is the Hubbard Foundation Scholarship. I'm sorry. The student has become a mainstay on the stage. She has acted and served as a secretary, executive drama team, and served the head of costumes for her drama club. She's confident, creative, and rises to the occasion. She plans to continue to study science and pursue career in histologists. Please join me in congratulating Wisteria Ray and Violet Patterson. And Violet Patterson. All right. Congratulations. The Hazel Miller Foundation offers scholarships for students graduating from each of the 5 Edmonds school districts, high schools. This award students pursuing educational programs at universities, community college, or vocational technical institution, and will be judged on financial need as well as academic community service. Please come to the stage with Wisteria Ray for the Hazel and Morris Foundation Scholarship. Here you go, and here's the scholarship. Thank you. Congratulations. All right. The next award is the Edmonds Opportunity Scholarship. The Edmonds Opportunity Scholarship recognizes that not every student starts on the level playing field and that success in high school is not linear for each student. Therefore, the purpose of this scholarship is to provide financial resources to graduating seniors who have overcome personal obstacles and limitations in high school to pursue higher education, whether in college, vocational, or trade school. While overall GPA is not a criteria, the recipient must demonstrate success in their later years of high school and be accepted into the continuing education program of their choice. Please come to the stage. Our award recipient is Violet Patterson. Congratulations. On behalf of the Foundation for Everett School District, I am honored to present these awards tonight. Each of you are incredibly deserving, driven, intelligent, and will contribute so much to the community and the world at large. Congratulations.
Now, I would like to welcome Miss Kim Gorney from Washington Kids in Transition, and Kim will be awarding 4 scholarships.
Good evening. I'm so excited to be here and present these to these 4 amazing kids. I wish that we could give something to everybody. The mentorship program this year, we get to award for. They will help provide students with the ability to fund their educational dreams, follow passions, and give back to the community. Each recipient will be awarded a scholarship in the amount of $2,500 or $1,000, respectively based on their academic needs. Our award recipients are as follows. This young man I've had the opportunity to work with a little bit, Tyler Gibbs. Please come on. Tyler's receiving $2,500. The next recipient is Catherine Carr. Catherine is a gifted artist who will be using her skills in the welding industry. Congratulations. Catherine also receives $2,500. The next recipient is Wisteria Ray. We've heard her name a lot tonight. She will be attending Western Washington. Congratulations. You're welcome. And last, certainly not least, Elisa Ferris. She's heading into the cosmetology field and working on a certificate to become a hairstylist. Congratulations. You're welcome. Thank you.
Now, I would like to welcome Mr. Ron Leslie to the stage from the Edmonds Kiwanis Club.
What a wonderful time. For over 3 decades, the Kiwanis Club of Edmonds has been awarding scholarships to graduates of Edmonds high schools. Our current application announcement for 6 $1,500 scholarships allocated 2 scholarships to each high school. The process is open to all graduating seniors, but priorities were for key club members, but it applies to all graduating seniors at Scriber Lake. It's my pleasure to announce that for the first time in our history, Scriber Lake has an applicant and an awardee. We have Mr. Tyler Gibbs will be enrolling in Grays Harbor College with plans to focus on marine biology. We hope to see at least 2 people up here next year. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Kirk, Ron, and Kim again. Thank you. Give them a round of applause. The next award is the Edmonds College Tuition Waiver Scholarship Program. It's through the Edmonds College Foundation. Each award recipient will receive 3/4 of tuition. It's roughly $1,400 per quarter, and the total amount of $4,200. This year, our award recipients are Kelsey Beatty, our next recipient is Nikolai Shrenko. Nikolai, I'm really sorry, but I love you, babe. Okay, the next scholarship award is it's a combined scholarship with Foundry 10 and Scriber Lake High School. This is an opportunity-driven scholarship for students who have demonstrated commitment to bettering their community. They've become resilient student learners. They've overcome obstacles that will not deter them from reaching lifelong goals. Each recipient will receive a scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Our award recipients are as follows: Amari Allen, Michael Hart. Michael Hart. All right, Michael. JP Payne. Rigby Burrell. Ashton Sill. Alyssa Farias. Mr. Jordan Sayer. Liam Pochius. Amy Ortiz Suarez. Andrea Colby Lewis. All right. Woo! Our next award is the Everett Community College Excellence Award. This Academic Excellence Award recipient will be awarded a $1,200 per quarter scholarship starting in the fall of 2023. The total amount is $3,600, and our award recipient is Catherine Carr. This is a new one for our school. This is the Northwest Career College Federation Careers That Work Scholarship. This scholarship is provided to a student or students who will be attending college or a university that has a primary focus in cosmetology programs and certifications. Our award recipient will receive a $1,000 scholarship, and our award recipient is Alyssa Farias. This one's a special one for Scriber. This is the Chris Kratz Community Excellence Award. Miss Chris Kratz was an outstanding employee of the Edmonds School District. She was well respected and much loved by many. She helped shape and create a loving, welcoming, and fun environment at Scriber. We love our noodle shack. To honor her retirement from service and our school's community, we've created a community-driven scholarship program in her name and honor. The following students have demonstrated outstanding leadership, partnership, and a great understanding of what our community is to all of us. This year, each recipient will be awarded a scholarship in the amount of $500, and our award recipients are Ashton Sill, and Miss Maya Schmitz. Once again, a nice round of applause for our award recipients. And again, I really am truly thankful and honored to work with all of you students. Thank you.
All right, Scriber Lake High community. As principal of Scriber Lake High School, it is now my pleasure and privilege to present this class of 2023 to you and to certify that many of the students here before you tonight have met all of the graduation requirements of the state of Washington and the Edmonds School District and are therefore eligible to receive their diplomas. At this time, I would like to ask our wonderful counselors, Lynn Woolman, Debbie Walters, to prepare for the reading of names, and for our school board members, Superintendent Dr. Miner, Assistant Superintendent Greg Schwab, to join me for the passing out of diplomas.
You all may stand up. Great. Wisteria Micaiah Jane Ray. Julie May Payne. Alyssa Furias. Rigby Burrell. Mona Pearl Knight. Catherine May Carr. Michael Tiernan Hart. James Michael Parks. Alexis Suarez. Jackson Ezekiel Roger McMullen. Amy Ortiz Suarez. Emily K. Bond. Jordan Martin. Owen Scott Hutmucker. Julianne K. Davis. Peyton Piper. Lenora Menzie. Amari O'Shea Allen. Violet Hazel Patterson. Jordan Michael Sayre. Maya Schmitz. Kelsey Beatty. Andrea Perez Kobe Lopez. Lily Ann Rathje. Aspen Block. Alexander Lee Neal. Sohaib Papal. Carla Patricia Garcia Bustos. Ashton A. Sill. Liam Pocious. Angel Gaspar. Mohammed G. Alrobe. Nikolai Shimko. Tyler Matthew Gibbs. Isaiah Gerson Bionda. Justin Morgan.
My neighbor! So proud of you. So proud of you.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, Tyler, I expect to see your arms everywhere, and I can see your social traffic. No, 100%. I can see it. I know I've heard but I handled it.
Good job. Good job, dude. Nice job.
Feels like a prank.
Oh, yeah. So it works.
Yeah, but then it's like how long Oh yeah, Dana's not there.
Let's hear it for the class of 2023. You want to sit or stay standing? Yep. You got it. All right, we got one last thing to do before we conclude our ceremony and head to the reception. It is time for the traditional turning of the tassels. After our students' tassels have been turned, please feel free to join us in the reception in the Evansville courtyard. So Scriber Lake High School class of 2023, you're already up, so please rise. We're there. Congratulations on your graduation. You may now turn your tassels.